Hello Code Simplifier tribes. Bez from Code Simplifier Coding School is here with another CH tutorials for beginner programmers. Before we start, I wanted to apologize for inconsistent video uploading. I have been stuck with work and study and I didn't have much free time to prepare a video for you all. I am back and I do my best to upload videos on a regular basis. I have been reading a book about problem solving and the approaches I have been learning were fascinating, and I am going to share them with you so you can gain knowledge on how to approach any programming challenges. With no further talk, let's get into the business. In our last video, we learned how to handle an invalid input by our client, and today we will be learning about how to prepare a simple math operation. The first step is to understand the problem and prepare a plan to solve it. The question it may arise is, what is the problem and how are we going to solve it? In our example, the problem or the challenge is to calculate the funnel cost after adding GST to the order cost. If you are wondering what GST is, GST stands for Goods and Services Tax, which in Australia is 10% of the total cost, and that is what we are going to achieve. Here is a developed plan to solve this problem or the challenge. The desired outcome we want is the total cost include 10% of the GST. We're taking 3 steps. The first step will be the client enters the order cost or the order amount. The step 2 will be we are going to get 10% of that amount, which will be our GST amount. And in our last step, we are going to show the total cost, which will be order cost include the GST. The next step will be writing the code to solve this problem. The step 1 has already been taken care of. That is, here we check the order cost which were entered by the client and we check if it's invalid or not. The step 2, we need 2 variables. The number 1 is we need a constant variable to hold on to the GST rate, and another variable which will be double to return the value or store the value of the GST amount to it. So how are we going to write it? Scroll up to the start of your function. Below your order cost, we have a double, which will be GST amount. And that will be equal to 0 for now. Below that, we have a constant variable, which is double. And that is the GST rate. And that is 10% of your total cost. So what is the constant? Constant is a variable that the value of that it cannot be changed. And later on, I will show you a showcase that you cannot assign a new value to GST rate in this example. So now the step 2 has been taken care of. Now we need to enter the values to it. So the GST amount, it will be equal to the order cost times GST rate. Now we have this value, we need to show the value. So where are we going to show it? It's going to be the GST amount box from our XAML file. Text equals to GST amount to string. Save the work. To show the result, we are going to run our application and see if everything works fine. We enter our name as a tester. The phone number will be 0400 100 200. Here we enter the order cost as simple as $10, and when we press the calculate, the GST amount will be $10 or $1 or equal to 10% of the $10. The next step, let me write this one down, is the last step, which will be the sum of the order cost include GST. So how are we going to do that? We need another variable to hold the order cost or total order cost include GST. So scroll up again. Below your GST amount, we have another double, will be total order cost, and that will be equals to 0 again. And scroll back again. Here we are going to be the total cost equals to order cost include GST amount. We are going to show that one. Where that is going to be shown is total cost box dot text equals to total order cost to string, and that will solve the problem. To verify that, we run our application one more time to see everything works just fine. Enter a name, phone number, missed one more, and the total cost, it will be $10. We cannot put any input here, we just calculate, and the total cost will be $11. And that is how you prepare a plan to attack any problem or any challenges ahead of you by writing a plan and just taking one step at a time to solve any problem comes on your way. The next step will be we need to take care of the reset function. As you can see, the name, phone, and the order cost has been removed, but the GST amount and the total cost hasn't been removed. And that is the next step we are going to take in order to make our application running more functional. To remove the value of the GST amount and the total cost in our reset button, it will be pretty easy step. So just come to your reset function. So below your order cost box, we need to have the GST amount box dot text equals to null, as well as the total cost. The text value of it is equal to null as well. Again, to verify that, we need to run our application one more time to check everything works just fine as what we expect. Write down our name, the phone number, the total cost will be 10, calculation, the total cost, GST amount are shown, and when we press the reset button, as you see, everything has been removed and the focus goes back to the customer name. Before finishing today's video, let's recap what we have done and what we've learned. What we've done was prepare a plan by understanding what the desired outcome it would be. So in our case, the problem or the challenge was we needed to calculate the total cost, which will be include the GST of 10% of the order cost. We knew what the outcome it would be. We developed a 3 simple steps plan to solve that problem. In our first step, we wanted the client to enter an amount, which that had been handled before. Then we needed a 10% GST amount will be held by a constant variable, and we need to have a GST amount to store the value of the total cost, include GST. The last step was we needed again another variable to calculate the GST amount and order cost together and give us a result, which that's what we've done. And the step 2, these 2 line of code served the step 2 of our prepared plan. In here we calculate the GST amount, we assign the variable, the order cost whatever it would be times the GST rate of 10%, and our GST amount box would show the total amount of the GST. In last step, we had a total order cost, which that will be the order cost plus the GST amount, which is here, and that value will be shown in our total cost. And lastly, we had our reset function, which would take care of the GST amount and the total cost box after the client pressed the reset button, and that will clear all the values and the focus goes back to the name of the client. As per usual, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did, and if you have any concern or any step along the way didn't make any sense or wasn't clear to you, please don't feel hesitate to write your concern or questions in the comment section below, and I do my best to respond to those questions. And if you enjoyed this video, please ensure you just liking the video, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please make sure you do subscribe to our channel. By subscribing to our channel, you give us confidence to develop and create more educational videos like what you saw today and share them with others for free. That will bring us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will do my best, as I mentioned earlier in the video, to prepare videos more on a regular basis and share with you guys. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you all next time.